Should've left you in the dark. You the reason I'm up in my car. Should've broke it from the start. You asked for help when you was never there for me. You asked when you never saved a step for me.
Yes.
You clap when you see people hiss and stare at me.
I like that fade out. That was a good fade out. Citadel.
Replace Brady 2020.
Citadel by Real Quest, a friend of the show on all streaming platforms. I'm like platforms.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely go check that out, guys. The visuals to that song is fire too. So definitely watch the video.
Rio, send that. You know what I'm talking about. Send that.
Send that, Rio. He's always talking about that.
Send that. I'm here.
Yes, episode 7 of Past the Aux, baby. We got the beautiful Lucid with us today.
I'm beautiful today?
I mean, you always beautiful, but
Aww.
you extra beautiful today. This is your host and your favorite multifaceted black girl, Alexandra Alexis. I'm here with Lucid.
Lucid. American Relapse streaming everywhere. Shameless plug.
Yes. We got some new Naga.
Naga.
Ex Bushido boy.
Yes, I like that.
Yes, we got some stuff coming out, I see.
Yes,
You deleted all your stuff off IG. What that mean?
That means that Killing
Future?
the Classics is
Future does
dropping.
that.
Yeah. He
That's
does
cool.
do that, yeah.
Killing the Classics is dropping October 9th. It's definitely dropping, so check that. Hey.
Oh, I'm excited. And then behind the scenes, we got the one and only Tarito in the building.
Killing the Classics coming soon.
Yes, sir.
And this is your 7th episode of Pass the Aux.
So, I like the new set. It looks
You guys
very nice.
like it?
It looks nice.
I did everything.
We were talking about Erica's
I'm just-
foot. I
Lies.
don't know if they could see. We were talking about her. Todd said he didn't like the shoes.
Bro, Erica's on another frequency.
She's
bro.
alright.
Her
I mean-
the way she dresses, we don't understand because she crossed dimensions, and in her dimension, this is how.
I
they
read a
dress.
comment on
She was a
YouTube.
camel.
I read a comment on YouTube where someone said Erykah Badu is a witch, but a good witch.
I believe it. I believe it. She's dope, man. Like even when Tiana, I watched Tiana. She was on the Wendy Williams show, and she talked about how Erica wasn't able to be there for the birth because she had an early birth, and Erica was like walking her through everything on FaceTime, and I was just like, damn, like how lucky are you to have Erica
on
Badu
FaceTime. That's crazy.
while you're giving birth to your child?
Yeah,
like
that's
that
wild.
baby is blessed.
Yeah, that's wild.
But yo, how y'all feeling? How y'all doing? We had a crazy week in the media.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Oh, it's been crazy. It's been a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah, a lot of crazy shit's been going on. I feel like with the end of the end of the year
Jesus
coming.
Christ.
I literally like the end of the world. I'm like the end of the year / end of the world coming. A lot of crazy shit is going on. But I wanted to start off talking about the presidential debate because that was one of the hottest topics of them all this week. And yeah, how'd y'all feel about it?
I feel like Trump exposed himself, and Joe Biden took the opportunity to expose him too. Mm-hmm. They both got emotional. They both acted like children.
Look at him. He emotional. Look at him. He emotional.
Yo, hold my time.
Oh, shut up.
Yo, he
Time.
dead said that. My nigga dead said hold my time though. Like yo,
Yeah,
he
did
said
say,
that.
He did say that.
said,
He
hold
was
my-
like,
I
can I
can't
get my
20
time back?
seconds
He was
left.
like, can I get my time back? He was like, can I get my time back?
Was
The
that
funniest...
reclaiming my time?
Reclaiming my time. The funniest when he was like,
Battle
oh,
rap,
he was like, oh, shut up, man. He's like, oh, shut up, man. Like,
Finish your boy.
That was the point. They both kind of exposed themselves. Once a politician calls another one a clown, you know it's kind of over.
yeah.
And you know what you're getting.
You know what that reminded me of? One time my little brothers were fighting over a peanut butter jar, like peanut butter, and they was arguing and they was going at each other. So it kind of reminded me of that. Like it was similar. Like
It reminded me of like, you remember like That's So Raven or like Saved by the Bell, like those shows when they would have presidential debates, like when it was just like the class presidents and like they would like try to do the biggest things to like ruin you before the debate. It reminded me of that. Like I was like, am I watching a TV show? Like what is this?
See, that's the scary part because it's like, yeah, it's all jokes, but it's like it's technically not funny because it's like,
it's disrespectful.
well, that
It's not even that. It's just like those are the people that's gonna be like.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's kind of not funny because them niggas is like they have like mad power, like so it's like it's kind of not funny that they're like that. But
That's why I find it to be disrespectful because it's like that's what I don't like about the presidents because I feel like they're so far removed from the everyday American citizen or non-American citizen, the person living in the U.S. And I feel like the things they were saying, even Trump, like how he was just like, yeah, but if you were president, so much more people would die.
But he's not
that's
president, nigga.
not the point. Like, a lot of people died from this. A lot of people were very affected
They
by
touched on
this.
Corona for like 20
For
seconds.
20
Black
seconds,
people
and
for like
that's one
20
of the that
seconds,
was one of
like-
the biggest things of 2020 for everybody, you know. So it's just like, it was very disrespectful. I don't like the way Democrats do debates, and this is on Joe Biden's side. They always it just always seems like they want everything the best for the U.S. citizen. Like, yeah, I'm here to do this, I'm here to do that.
That's the intention. You're
And it's
supposed
like,
to want
no, like, be honest. Like, that's why I didn't like it on both ends, because I just feel like Joe Biden was just trying to make Trump look bad, which is not hard. And he was just trying to try to expose him, but that's not hard. Like, Trump's been exposing himself, you know what I mean? So it was like, and then Trump was just trying to make Biden look bad. And Trump was just saying all this irrelevant shit. Like, you guys, they spoke on the racial injustices for how long? 20 seconds. COVID for 20 seconds. So, he didn't even want to denounce white supremacy. It was just disrespectful. It was comical. I actually laughed. And yeah, it was a disgrace. I think if other countries watched it, which I know they were probably like, what the hell is going on over there?
America's looking soft right now.
Real
soft.
And it's
susceptible.
funny, I was literally just listening to the
Real vulnerable.
the Ghost of Soldier Slim on Jay Electronica's project, and I remember Jay said, "No country can destroy itself from the outside unless it first does it within."
Yeah.
Pin.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like so it's like, yeah, you know, yeah.
So what is it looking like for when this country destroys itself from the inside?
I mean, it's looking like it is right now. It's
About to
looking
say,
like
it's already happening.
Yeah.
It's looking like different sides fighting each other. It's like this side and this side is always fighting, and that's this side and this side is interchangeable. So it could be either black or white, it could be either left or right. It's like just a whole bunch of people arguing, and with all that arguing going on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like it's done, but we don't. There's so much shit that like we're not even privy to. It's like this just.
They didn't tell us anything. Like, I feel like from that whole debate, I learned absolutely nothing. I
learned that Joe Biden had a son. I didn't know that. I didn't know he had 2 kids.
and I didn't know one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
like
like
One's a cokehead.
and one's a cokehead. Like,
But
oh
he's
my
doing better
god.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
sounds like a rich white boy's problem. Cokehead, like, it's just what it is.
You know what I found funny? Like, so, black people, you got 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was seeing a lot of memes about that, and that was hilarious to me.
And
that
they
was
didn't even get
hilarious.
through it.
And they couldn't get through it. They couldn't get through it. And that's why I didn't like Biden, because he's what I don't like. Like, I don't want my next president to be saying, "Oh, you know, there's only a few bad apples in the police force." I don't want you saying that shit. Even if you believe it, don't say it, because you're putting out
So what do you want them saying as opposed
the
to
truth. The truth.
But he can't say all police are
So don't
bad.
even say the statement at all. Just say, we have a lot of work to do. That's it. I don't want to hear your opinion on the police force. I don't want to hear how you feel. I don't want to hear that. Like, I would rather him just say, we have a lot of work to do in the black community. We have a lot of work to do when uniting the black community with other communities. I would just rather him say that. When you say things like that, it's just you're setting a precedent. And, you know, at the end of the day, yes, the lesser of two evils. But Biden, I'm not even trying to I'm not trying to spew don't vote for Biden because he's the same shit and da-da-da-da, even though I do believe that. I do think we need to get Trump the fuck out of here. And if Biden's the one that is on that ballot, vote for him. But I really do think that man is the devil and Trump is Satan.
Isn't that the same person?
Basically.
That's the point.
He's like, isn't that one has a horn and one doesn't?
So on to a similar topic that is just the same thing. Did Trump get coronavirus?
Corona. I love the
China
Cardi B was
virus.
like, shit is
that
getting
shit.
real.
That
It's
meme-
getting coronavirus.
that meme was when he was
That
running
meme-
and shit.
And then
That
she's
shit was
literally, she's like,
hilarious.
it's getting real.
That was hilarious.
That shit is
So do y'all believe that
hilarious.
Trump got it?
He got the China virus.
The China
He
virus?
got he's probably sick.
The Kung flu.
The Kung Flu. The Kung Flu.
I don't know. I really don't know. Half of me is like, guys, we all know we're very privy to the fact that Corona is real.
Mm-hmm.
It really does affect people. And the way he was moving, I'm shocked it took this long for him to
Mm-hmm.
get it if he does have it.
Question: do you think he had it before?
Do I think? What do you mean?
that like he had corona before, but they're just saying he has it now.
It could be that too.
Probably somebody in his circle found, like, maybe somebody got sick and was just like, all right, now I need to tell somebody else.
Yeah.
And then that's like why they disclosed it. But what if perhaps he got the China flu before?
He's been taking experimental treatments for a while now.
Chloroquine or something.
He's been taking it?
Yeah.
He says that, or we know that?
It's some shit for malaria.
Hydrochloroquine?
I don't know. It's like chloroquine. I don't know. I'll find it. But yeah, he's been taking that shit before. He's like, it's very good. It's very good. There's very good science behind it. Blah blah blah.
That's sick.
Yeah, well,
that's sick.
He can go drink bleach.
I don't know. I really don't know. With this country, I really don't know anymore. Like, I could see I just don't know anymore. Like, I really don't know what's going on. Like, and another half of me thinks it's a very coincidental time, very convenient right after the debate where you destroyed yourself. I don't know. What do you guys think?
My heart is telling me that he doesn't have it, and my heart is telling me that it's just a ploy. It's just a ploy to make himself look better with the elections coming up.
To make us feel bad for
just
him?
make him feel.
I think it's to make him feel. Well, make people feel like he's just like us.
He's just another
and
human.
Also, to add on to that, I also feel like, I remember I heard Charlamagne say this on the Breakfast Club. It was literally how I felt. Where it's like I feel like once it comes to the part where it's like when he gets better, now he's just gonna be pushing the vaccine even more.
Of course,
and then
he's
now
gonna say, "I took
like,
the vaccine and
shit,
I'm good."
The vaccine, what? Like, not us, but the other side. Remember that we keep fighting. The other side's gonna be like, "He took the vaccine, we good." Like, you know what I'm saying? And
bunch of dumb people.
It's an agenda. It's an agenda.
What is it?
Hydroxychloroquine.
Or it
That's
sound like something
crazy.
I
I
don't
happen
want
to be taking it.
I don't know. I feel like it's a month before the elections, and they're now in just like, this is just a time to do whatever they can to get them to win.
Question.
Like, that's all that it is.
Let me throw something out there. I feel like, well, I don't know if I feel like, but this is just a thought, I guess. If Trump loses, do you think we would have a civil war?
Yes.
I think there's going to be a lot of problems. I think the people that are upset about it are going to be very loud about it. I think I definitely think that. They're going to be very loud about it. I think it's going to cause, I think if he wins, we could have a civil war. Like,
so if he wins, if we lose.
Yeah, either way, I feel like if he wins, damn, I don't know. Because if he wins, I feel like people are going to bug the fuck out. If he loses, I feel like those other white supremacists, not niggas, is going to bug the fuck out. Like, so I don't even know what this world is gonna. November 3rd?
See, this is when choosing the lesser of two evils gets you at a point where you have no choice.
You really don't have a choice. You don't have a choice.
You looking at the devil over here like he might be better, but damn, they still gonna wow the fuck out. Mm-hmm. And you looking at Top Chef devil over here, like damn, they definitely gonna wow the fuck out.
Yeah.
Depends. Does Top Chef devil have good food?
But like, what exactly are we waiting for when Joe Biden becomes president?
What do you mean waiting?
Like, what are we expecting when he gets into office?
I heard him say that he's gonna bring people to the table from every community and try to have this talk.
That debate.
But
sounds idealistic.
It is very idealistic, but I don't know how much of that's going to be realistic because
we'll find out when Biden's in your hood talking to all the OGs. Like,
Biden in the hood talking to OGs.
Yeah, highly doubt it. He'll have Kamala
go get your big homie
to the inner cities.
That's why
he'll be like Kamala, vice president.
They'll be like, wait, but I don't want to do that. Shut up,
man. Just do it. He'll be like, Kamala, why do you think we have you? You're the face of the people. Go into those inner cities. She'll be like, yeah, but president, they would really appreciate if you came. Come on, Kamala. Look at all these papers on my desk. Like, come on, Kamala.
I never
scapegoat, man.
I don't know what about my future self, but I just never been into politics. I don't think I ever will be into politics, man. I just think it's all a bunch of bullshit.
But I feel like to be black is to be
political.
we are. I feel like we are. Like maybe it's because I'm getting older, and as I'm getting older, I'm starting to see how those worlds clash a lot. But I feel like to be black is to be political, even if you're not standing on Democratic, Republican, liberal, whatever. Even if you're not looking at it on an American system. Just like socially, we're super political.
Let me throw out an idea, and this may seem like super like extreme, but I remember I was reading a Panther book back in the day, and I forgot what book it was. But one of the tactics that they used was they used to police the police.
Yeah, that's
and they
never
used
gonna
to
happen
literally
again.
follow the cops around with guns and police them whenever they used to do these traffic stops and stuff like that. So I'm like, do you think something like that could work nowadays?
No,
No.
because they became FBI's most wanted fugitives.
Yeah,
That would just happen again.
yeah.
I think being black is always involved in politics because we are such a large group and we don't take advantage of our numbers.
And our power.
Exactly. So the more they could divide us and, this will be good for you. Nah, don't listen to him. This will be good for you. They see us as one group with one solid motion, which if we were, we wouldn't have as many problems as we do. But I think, to your point, being black isn't about being involved in politics as much as being politically aware of who's doing what can or can't benefit you. Local elections, the people, your governors, your attorney general, shit like that, just state level, county level, whatever, city level. I think we got to start there before we start worrying about the president, because we're going to be black no matter who's in office.
That's a fact. That's
so
a fact.
The smaller offices closer to you that affect your community should be, in my opinion, more of your concern than who's in the White House.
The sick part about it, though, is that it all connects. Like redlining, political. Systematic oppression, political. Racism, policing, political. It all ties, like school funding, political. Like, it's all ties. Like, all of our major problems in the black community ties to politics.
Because there's a bunch of geriatric white men running this country.
Who run it. And they also, and the thing about it is that those men are heads of corporations. Yep. The capitalism is ran by the people that also do politics in this country. So it's like, it's just, like you said, it's just divide and conquer. That's literally what it is through every group in America. They divide and then they conquer. And it's just how it is here. Like, it's very weird. But I had a question for you guys, because I was thinking about this yesterday. Do you guys feel like, I feel like for a long time, black people were trying to show our different facets. We were trying to show that we weren't just a typical nigga. You know what I mean? We were, like, I feel like for the past years, especially in, like, just the media world, with everything, with arts, creative, everything, I just feel like we were really trying to show everyone that we are more than just thugs and niggas and bitches. You know what I mean? Like, we wanted to show we're photographers, we're stylists, we're editors, we're this, we're that. We really wanted to expose the multifacetedness of the black community. Now, do you think we've proven that? And now we should focus more so on unification, or do you feel like we still need to prove our facetedness before we get to unification?
It's a good question.
I know.
It's a good question. I think we should focus on our being unified now. Because I think enough time has passed. Because that what you're talking about, that point in time where we wanted to show that we were different things. I think that was around, like, and I'm just guesstimating out my head, but I think that was like the 60s, 70s, things like that. I think that was previously. I think that was in a different time, and 40, 50 years later, if we're still waving that flag around as like this is our thing, like, I think we should probably.
You think so? I feel like in the 60s, 70s, they were really, black people were realizing that they were multifaceted. Like, I feel like in those days they were realizing, oh, I'm really good at doing, like, because of the opportunities that were now being, like, the things that they were actually able to participate in, they were realizing, oh, we're really talented at this. We're really talented at that. And I feel like the past 20 years have been the years where people are trying to show, like,
The reason why I say
what I can do now. I don't know.
The reason why I say like the 60s and 70s, because that was around the time of like Jim Crow and separation and stuff like that. So we were segregated into our own community. So when we're segregated, we were finding the resources and we were connecting with each other and becoming multifaceted because we had to survive. So I say that during that time, like that is where I feel like we excelled in that. But to do that in 2020, like it's kind of an antiquated way to look at it, where it's like we should probably now focus on the unification. Like we know we good at stylists, we know we good at ball, we know we good at so many different things. But like you said, I think what it comes down to is just kind of bringing everything together and not listening to what the mainstreamness is trying to push on us. I think it's all propaganda and it's all an agenda. They're trying to push something on us that does not align with the spirit. You see what I'm saying?
That doesn't align with us, Yeah,
it's like a contrasting way of believing, and that's why black people be so confused, because it's like we're getting so many different things telling us what we are. Like it's like we know what we are. Turn off the fucking TV and listen to yourself. You know what the fuck you are. Like don't listen to that. But it's so hard though, because the music is all intertwined with it, the sports, the everything,
genders, everything.
Because
even that division between men and women, because it's like men, I feel like black men could really say, yeah, I feel like I've proven being multifaceted, whereas black women, I feel like, are still trying to get into those doors, still trying to prove that, I'm more than just an artist, I'm more than just a host, I could do mad different things, and it's like, don't put me in a box. I feel like even with that division, like it's so many playing parts to it, because we'll have one issue and then so many different divisions within that issue, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's why I was wondering that, because I feel like we've been doing that for a minute. And now I feel like it's time for the unification, even if we haven't fully reached that peak of proving that. You know what I mean? I feel like now it's time for, the black woman, the black man to really unify and start doing that, so that we could push women to have more of that, and then to also take care of the other shits we got to take care of. So it's like,
at the end of the day, the point of this conversation is just unify. Yep. Men, women, black people, people of all colors, like all people, just unify, because this division thing, this divisive way to look at things is gonna fucking destroy us. Like, it's already destroying.
It's easy
us.
to say it.
It's
like
so much
everybody in this
say.
room is like, yo, I fuck with black people, I fuck with white people. I don't. You can be Chinese. I don't care. Like if you're a person, you're still.
That's
like,
black people. We always do that. Yeah, we always do that.
But like, you got to remember, there's other people that are, like, they were taught to be hateful towards other people and not want to unify. So it's like, it's easy to say it, but you can't just say, like, let's say if Lucid was growing up, his dad tells people, like, oh, like he tells him every day, like, yo, Jewish people are gonna, like, blah blah, Jewish people. Like, he grows up hating Jews. So no matter what you say, it's not gonna change his mind. It's instilled in him.
But that's why it's important to remember where you come from, because culture plays a part into that, and where you're from plays a part into that. Whereas the Jewish man would say something like that to a Jewish person, okay, cool, you may be able to feel like that or whatever. I don't know about that. I'm black. I'll tell you about what it is for me as a black person, where I feel like we should just kind of unify, because that hatred of self, that's not going to be pushed in the black community. I don't know about what, I don't think they're pushing that in the Jewish community.
I see what you're saying, if the ignorance died.
Okay.
Yeah,
but you know what
if
it
the
is?
Ignorance died.
The easier something is, the harder it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds stupid, but it's just like,
I feel you.
It's like thinking logically. If everybody is together and everybody is like for one common goal, which is, like, I would say, for everybody to prosper, like humans and shit like that, people in general, no matter who you are, it's like, that's easy, right? All you have to say is like, yo, there's no reason for you to hate this person or whatever. Yeah. It's simple. Like, you tell children this shit, but like when it comes to adults and like people who form their own opinions and who are taught certain things, it's like, I mean, some people you can kind of like get out of that mindset, but some people are just like, it's just there. So I mean, as far as a majority, it might be possible to get a lot of people together, but for everybody to unite, I think is kind of like, I think you're asking for too much.
Yeah. Okay. What were you gonna say?
Not gonna front. I kind of forgot.
It's okay.
But I ran into a situation like that. That person's not gonna be named, time, place, all that shit.
Of course.
Voldemort.
But we were talking, and actually a friend of mine came up to me and was like, yo, This dude over there, blah, blah, blah. Did he watch the finals? He was like, nah, but he's a basketball fan. So I was like, yo, why weren't you watching the finals then? You know, it's the finals. He's like, you know, my dad doesn't really agree with all the kneeling and shit like that. I said, yo, I didn't say this to him, but I'm like, you're 20-something years old following an ideology that your father gave you about kneeling in sports when you're a fan of sports. Now, nigga, that's your daddy. I don't give a fuck. I don't know that nigga. But to stick to that idea and not... It's something as small as watching basketball. You won't do that in your own home because your father's telling you he doesn't like it.
Not even knowing that he potentially is the person that should be shifting his father's mindset.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it comes to. I have more faith in the younger generations now because I feel like a lot of them are starting to see things for what they are. To me, I feel like racism and all this shit like that to anybody under 50 is a wave. Personally, I don't feel like they really feel like that. They're just going off of what they were taught. They don't feel like that. They don't believe that shit. But they're not gonna out themselves to their community.
That's a fact.
You know, and something as small as basketball to deprive yourself of that and just the knowledge of what's going on based on your father's opinion is stupid to me. So,
but see, that goes back to something being simple, like how I said, like it's hard for people to do a simple thing as like take an initiative to say I'm gonna watch the finals.
Yeah,
it's not like you're saying like, oh, like I don't like white people. Like, let's say if it's a white person, I don't like white people, and I go against all the stuff that my dad's saying or whatever. It's like, bro, you just, I mean, it's not that serious,
just watch
bro.
the finals.
It's sports.
Just,
Feel me?
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
Really not that deep.
But it's also something so easy that it's hard for him to come across and say like, yo, dad, I'm gonna watch this shit or whatever it is. Like, bro, all you have to say is like, I mean, what's the worst that, well, I don't know. But what's the worst that could happen is just like, yo, like maybe his dad's just like, well, you know, after a while, maybe this shit's going on. It's like, you know what? Maybe this is not that bad. Like,
just conversate about it. Like, that's always my advice.
Right.
Like, talking about it, we don't understand the power we have on our parents. Like, even at this age. Like,
I mean, at the end of the day, if let's say if your parents do love you,
yeah,
they will take your opinion.
They will.
Even if like, you know, you tell your parents like, yo, I want to be a clown, like a circus clown, blah blah blah. Like your parents will be like, eh. But like, you know, if they really see the potential in whatever it is.
We all know that the older you get, the easier it is to get stuck in your ways.
No, but that's okay. That's the thing. It's like, because I think of the older generation as like when technology started booming and they were like, oh, I'm not getting an iPhone. I'm going to stick with my Boost Mobile. It's like, so you're afraid of change. You don't want to, you don't want to advance, you know what I mean? You want to stay stuck in your ways, you know? It kind of reminds me of that, you know? It's kind of like you don't want to upgrade, you know? You want to stay like that. And that's why the people, like you were saying, the older generation, they love to say like, oh, this has been going on forever. It has been going on forever, but you are taking out the fact that we have technology. And the way technology has advanced and the way social media and all of that has advanced, there is a big difference between now and then, you know? And I feel like that plays such a big part in it. It's like you might not be able to change your parents' perspectives, ideologies, or whatever, but I promise you could have a little bit of influence on it. Because if he had just asked his dad, Dad, we love basketball. Why is kneeling gonna stop us from watching it? His dad would probably think one day on his way to Dunkin' Donuts before he went to work, am I really making a big deal out of kneeling? Yeah, he's gonna think about it. He might not think about it all the time as like, oh yeah. He might even convince himself in that same thought, yeah, but kneeling, that's so disgraceful. He might convince himself that. But even that 1 second of that thought could potentially switch his mindset in the future. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that's my biggest advice to people who have parents that the niggas that is just far, the niggas that is like this. The niggas that is stuck between them shoes. But it's just like, talk to your parents, bro. Have those conversations regardless.
Yo, let's pass those. Let's get some lighter topics in.
Yes.
So Lakers gonna get that chip?
Yo, you see the shirt I'm wearing? Hold on. Let me.
That's a Heat shirt though.
Okay, but it's a LeBron James.
But it's a Heat shirt.
But it's when LeBron was in the Heat, so
you're voting for the Heat?
No, it's LeBron though. I
But you
follow
see how
LeBron.
confusing that could be.
Nah,
Right?
it's not confusing. I want the Lakers to win. Oh, yeah, because the Heats are in the finals. You're right.
Yeah.
But I want the Lakers to win. But the reason why I wore this is to show the unification of black people, how a man could go from the Miami Heats to the Lakers, but he is still a black man gonna win. Nah. But
Yeah, the
LeBron,
Lakers
how
gonna
many games? Today's their, what, game 4?
3?
Game
Yeah,
3?
game 3.
So if they win this one and they
It's
win
3.
one more, they're done. Yeah, he's getting that. He's getting that ring, bro. I'm happy.
I think so.
A
man.
lot of people don't want LeBron to get this ring.
They
bro.
hate you if you great, Alex.
Yeah.
When you great, it's
Shit's a
a
scrimmage,
different type
bro.
of.
It's a scrimmage.
It's a scrimmage.
Wow.
It is a different. I can tell that it's a different. It's a
Like,
different mindset.
I watched like maybe a few minutes of the first game, and I was like, "This shit is just stupid. It's pointless." Feel me? Like, not saying that the other team doesn't deserve it, but it's just like watching it. It's just like it feels like a letdown of what the NBA is. You know what I mean? Like,
without the fans.
no,
Now,
no,
is
not
that-
the
is
fans.
that-
No,
is
it's a
that-
competition.
Is that because of the competition?
Right,
Do you
right.
feel like they're just not up there?
I just think it's not. I think that the continuation of the NBA this season is not necessarily, as far as the finals, like all the playoff stuff in before the finals, actually, like that was the finals. The finals now is just like it's like regular season games. That's what it looks like. Like
yeah?
if you look at all of the playoff series before the actual finals, it was so much more interesting.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
Those were
they
like
were.
those game game sevens.
Nah,
like,
I feel you. This one's too cutthroat.
this shit's
it's
just
too
like
cut and
it's
dry.
it's
Yeah.
too boring. Like
Is
Yeah.
that because of the Heat's skill level? Remember, I don't watch basketball, so
I mean,
It could be.
They are-
They
they're
got
a
to stop
great
zoning.
team.
I'll tell you that much.
I do believe that.
The Lakers
Well, they
is
also
better.
have not.
Yeah.
They have some injuries too. So I think Bam is out. Gorange,
Dragic is
Dragic.
out, yeah.
I think Jimmy Butler got banged up in like the game 2 or something like that. So like it. I mean, injury does like kind of play into it, but like. I mean, the first game, like these niggas was losing by like 40, like 30 something. It's like 35, and it just looked like they're like playing around, like like I mean that also goes to the Lakers. Like I mean they're really good. Like I'm not taking that away from them, but it's just like as far as like everything coming, it's like a grand finale. It's like going
you
to.
don't feel like LeBron. You don't feel like the Lakers earned this one.
No, I mean they played, they did their thing, they won.
He's more so of
It's
just,
just
like,
like-
being a fan of basketball
Right.
and how the finals
It's
are.
like you ever go to
same.
the like fireworks and like at the end they have like the grand finale with everything. Like imagine going to the fireworks, watching the fireworks, and then the grand finale is just like weaker
Nothing.
than the
Yeah, it's
actual
weird and
regular
whack,
thing.
yeah.
Like these niggas just set off like 10 all at one time. It's like, all right, that's it. Get out of here.
That's funny. I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and they called KD and they were talking to him, and they asked KD, they were like, whoever wins the finals, do you think that ring, like, do you think people will respect that ring? You know, like that ring of just that finals and under this situation? And he said, honestly, yeah, he said people might respect it even more than the regular finals just because of the pressure and everything, like the fact that they were stuck in there for months in the bubble, like just the pressure and everything. He was saying that, and I thought that was a cool perspective.
You know what? I think he's kind of right because when you break it down, there's no crowd, there's no outside
It's just you
distractions.
playing.
It's you playing ball against the person across from you, and whoever's better is gonna win.
Yeah.
It comes down to it. Every game's a scrimmage. You know exactly who you're going up against. You know exactly what you're doing. Y'all all in the same area. There's no flying. There's no. Y'all go to the gym and play ball. Who's gonna win?
One
Yeah.
thing that's for certain to me though is
It's like a pickup game.
I watched a little bit of it, but not all of it. But one thing that's really certain to me is crowds make a difference.
Definitely.
Yo,
Like,
crowds
make a
Bro, imagine a
difference.
concert without a crowd. The crowd is what I feed off of. You know what I mean?
That
The energy.
like that,
Like a
energy. Remember when
concert? Oh, my
Remember when I
God.
did the Martyr Status performance at what was it, Uptown Draft?
Yeah.
You remember the energy that was in
Yeah,
that motherfucker?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
bro, you know how I was like, it was it turned into
feel
something else. Like,
But you could feel it. Like, even artists, it's kind of crazy because I've never performed on a stage or anything, but like, I could only imagine when you're a dope artist and you're getting that energy back from your
it's
audience.
changes, bro.
Like, that's probably like a high you never, because there's people that genuinely love touring,
and you know
like
what's-
just because
you
of
know
that
what's so funny
feeling.
about it? It's like performing, because like I feel like recording and performing are two different things for me. Recording is something I've spent a lot of years with, and performing is something where I feel like I'm still a little bit of a beginner with it. because of just like the element of it, you know,
Yeah.
like because it's like
What did Erica say about performing?
Fuck, you put me on the spot. She said, when you're recording the record,
I forgot it.
perfecting
A moment. Yes.
I remember
Yes.
She put me on the spot.
You're perfecting a moment, but when you're performing it, you're what the moment. That was such a
Creating
good.
a moment?
Yeah,
That sounds right.
I don't know.
It was
Sorry, guys.
really good.
Respect to the Badu.
Yeah, respect to Miss Badu. Yes.
But basically, like when you're performing, like every time I performed, I'm super nervous. Every single time, and it's like I've had good performances and I've had trash ass performances. So it's like that energy, like yo, you need the crowd because I don't want to just perform and just not feel like it was nothing. I'd rather be let down or brought all the way up with a performance because that's the energy I want to get. Like I want to feel that energy. But what about you? Because I know you be performing this shit too. Like
You know, pre-Rona, I was getting more comfortable in live performance showcase spaces.
yeah, you was looking like you was getting more comfortable.
Wait,
too.
real quick. When you're recording, you're perfecting a moment. When you're when you're recording, you're creating a moment. When you're performing, no, fuck.
No,
What's the first one?
When you're recording, you're perfecting a moment, and when you're performing, you're creating
a moment.
Okay.
Exactly.
Sorry, Erica. I'm
Sorry,
that was
Erica.
so
I just
bad.
had to put it out there because I love that quote. But yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Pre-Corona, I was getting sort of more comfortable in live showcases, performances, and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Twice a week, twice a month type shit. It is very different from up there, at least from what I've experienced. The lights are bright, sweating. No matter how many times you rehearse, you're still nervous.
Real shit. No matter how many
And
times.
although it might be the quiet people in the back that show no energy while you're performing, that'll come up to you after. Like,
Yeah,
yo, I
because they
really-
were really in it.
you know?
They were really in it. Mm-hmm.
And honestly, this whole quarantine thing has stunted that.
Have you performed like during COVID or after the lockdown?
Aside from the
Your
live,
your
No.
listening party. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys both have really good stage presence, though.
Yeah, appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you guys
Thank
both have really good stage presence. Yeah, I love being on the stage. It's different for me because I'm usually talking. So when I'm speaking and like hosting and stuff, it's
Yo, but you did your thing too, man.
I love it. I love it but it's
Where was that,
it's
Norican?
different though. It
That
was
was
at
at
Norican,
Norican,
and
right?
I did it,
Norican,
and we did it at Uptown
I
Drive.
remember. That's what
But
it's
it's
called.
different than performing because when I'm speaking, I'm pretty confident in what I have to say. You know, that's my truth. Like I'm
You got
confident.
girls running up to you like, oh my God, you're so dope.
Which I loved. I can't wait to do that again because I really love doing that. But like it's just different because when I'm speaking, I'm connecting and I know what I'm saying is gonna connect. You know, whereas you guys, I know you guys believe your music is gonna connect, but you're more off the basis is people gonna fuck with this.
It's
you
how
know?
to- it's how
Are
to make it
people,
connect.
yeah,
It's the
are
translation
people,
of the
exactly.
connection.
Like
Like,
our
that's
people
the
are gonna
thing.
fuck with this beat, this sound, this. You're thinking of so many different elements because you're literally using your voice as an instrument. You know, whereas me, like I'm just speaking. You know, I'm able to just be myself. You know, that's when I like you guys are being yourself, but I mean like that's when I'm really just able
When
to just have that mic and speak.
When
you
I get
know?
on the stage, my main thing is like to control the energy. Like, and so like yeah, when I was doing it was one of the performances at Uptown Draft, and some people, as soon as I got on the stage, I remember people were talking like in the background.
you were like, "Shut
I was
up."
like, yo, my man, like try to control what's going on
Yeah.
immediately so niggas know I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be on stage not making not
But you
being
have to
seen.
you have to demand like the presence, like
And that's
feel
what
me?
I'm
Like,
going
that's
at
what it
every
is.
time. Like that's my goal.
Cause like
to-
when we used to do the shows with Grizz and shit,
Yeah.
like there was niggas talking, feel me? Like he'd be like, yo, feel me? Like, you know, he would just be like, yo, like,
Demand
yo.
attention,
He's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all had some shit to say, but so do I, feel me? Like,
yeah.
and, you know, you got to tune in, like, and it's just like how you go about it. Like, telling a nigga, like, yo, shut up. Like, feel me? You already tuned out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you ain't tell me shut up. Nigga.
It's really energy too because I've listened to whack artists
Oh,
who
I've seen it a
gave
lot. I've
amazing
seen it a lot.
performances. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just by the energy they
Yeah.
brought. Like their song was whack, but the energy they brought, they had me on my feet rocking out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's really like stage presence is more. It's really it's really personality and your quality. You know what I mean? It's really what you can do in those few minutes. Like because if you could put on a show, you don't gotta be good. You know what I mean? You could put on a show. So it really just does depend, but. Yeah, I've been to really dope
And
performances,
that's
so
the thing, like,
I don't know about
the
bad
food-
that much.
My thing is like I just want like I have so many like ideas like and they may be like a little lofty, but it's like I just want to do some like next performances, bro.
Yeah.
I want to do something where it's
Like a Kendrick, he's one of my favorite performances.
Kendrick
Yeah, yeah, I love his
Kendrick
performances.
It's ridiculous. Cole,
Yeah.
I think, is another great performer. Like
Word.
you just got good performances.
You know who's
you
really
said
good too?
Busta Rhymes. I never got to see
Busta.
Busta Rhymes.
Yo, bro, Al,
He-
yo, you
that
know so we was at the Lauryn Hill concert, the
20th anniversary of
20th
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn
Yeah,
Hill, right? And before this, I was not like the biggest Busta Rhymes.
I love
fan.
that dude, bro.
it makes sense. It makes sense.
fan,
His
though. I just-
energy is crazy.
His
Like,
hype,
It never connected to me.
Yeah.
You
bro,
know, it was
it's
crazy.
insane.
Yeah.
Yo, so it's everybody's performing. Busta touches the stage, right?
But mind you, preface it with like, it's a Lauryn Hill concert. Most people are there just for Lauryn.
Right,
So the
yeah,
beginning
yeah.
acts where it was like Davies, that wasn't really his crowd, you know?
Right.
It was like was it Ziggy?
but
Stephon Marley.
it's all like within the time era too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stephon
So, like,
Marley, you know, crowd wasn't really
yeah.
caring about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Busta, so by the time Busta came,
Hold
we
on,
were
before that,
all,
they violated MIA too.
oh yeah, M.I.
They violated
Yo,
MIA.
M.I.
Paper
You remember
Planes?
Paper Planes? I fly
yeah,
like
yeah,
paper
yeah.
Yo, me and
cat,
Alex was
I
in the
like.
car. A nigga walked by. He was just like, "Yo, if y'all gotta use
He
the
literally
bathroom,
stopped
y'all."
at me and Trey.
He was like,
I
yo,
don't
y'all
know,
gotta
me
use the
and Trey
bathroom,
have
use that
faces
shit right
that
now.
people like speaking to us. Man stops at me and Trey, looks at us, goes, "If y'all gotta use the bathroom, this is the time."
Shout out to
But
MIA.
then, yo, Busta comes
Busta
down.
came on, and at that point, he was right before Lauryn. So
Flex did this thing too.
yeah, Flex. So at that point, people were just like, "Bro, we want Lauryn. We want Lauryn."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
He
like
came on the stage, and we forgot about Lauryn. Like, forgot about
I
Lauryn.
don't even know the records he was playing. I was
Yeah,
jumping, bro.
it was-
that shit was hard. That nigga just had
He left the stage. We were crying. Everybody was like, "No!" And his hype man was like, "Nah, come back." And
Oh,
the nigga
Split?
came
Back
back,
on.
Split, yeah.
because
Turn
we
the
didn't
shit up,
want him to
man.
go. And Funk Flex, he could turn it up. Like I know Funk in the '90s when he had parties and he was DJing at set.
on the radio,
But he could turn a place up because I felt like I was in a club at a concert. Like
What, nah, Buzz, bro.
Yeah, Busta was good.
The way his songs come across, that energy that comes through that track
Yeah.
to you, even like if you watch the videos, the energy he has in all his videos,
Yeah.
like, bro, it's
And
like
it's different
imagine
kinds.
being around him, bro. Like,
Bro.
Shit gives me high blood pressure.
That shit is,
every
and he
time.
made us feel
Facts.
so special. Like I remember when he came out, he was just like, "Yo, guys, this is the 20th anniversary of Miseducation."
Yeah, like, show some
All of us
respect.
in the crowd felt like he made us feel like this was a moment in hip hop history. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, a seat.
Oh,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
knew how to.
Oh,
it's like he
yeah.
was talking right to you when he was talking to millions of people. Like it was, and people bring different energy because Lauren's energy is crazy, but Lauryn gives me like an Erica energy where just their spirits, like it just like bleeds off their singing and just crawls into the
Right.
crowd, you know. Whereas a Busta, it's more of like his presence, his hypeness, all that. Like
Oh,
it was
everything.
It was so dope. Earth Gang are really good performers too. Earth Gang, oh my god, that was the first time I've been to a concert where like it turned into like a mosh pit, like niggas was going crazy. But their energy, like I'm not even someone who likes to be touched and be jumping like that. And I was in there like, yo, throw everything on me.
Pre-COVID.
Oh my god, pre-COVID. Oh, thank God that was my
Disclaimer.
last.
You'll be like, yo, you just
Disclaimer.
as a 6 feet.
It was literally February, right? That was my last concert before COVID. But yeah, I can't wait because I was on a ride. I was going to mad concerts. I love concerts. No Name is a really good performer too. Honestly, when you are a smaller artist like No Name, smaller crowds is there's benefits to having a smaller crowd.
more
because
intimate.
when you connect to your fans like that, like
Yeah.
No Name was the first concert where there was like hundreds of people rapping every single word to her song. You know what I mean?
As an artist, that is probably the best feeling in the world.
Oh my God, she's literally on stage, and it's because it wasn't that many people, it felt like she was just there with us, you know? And it's like we're rapping to every word. We're just in that moment, like because I've been to big crowds, I've been to small crowds, and honestly, both have their perks. But I love small, intimate concerts. Like I really feel like I'm just like up there with them. Like
Artists probably like it too, though.
I
Yeah.
think small concerts are, in my opinion, I mean they're both great, but I think small concerts are better.
me too.
Like,
I think so too.
I think it's just
so
so
too.
much more interactive. Like
It's just so
you're like, you know what I mean? Like imagine going to a concert and you're like 70 million fucking years away. Like,
Yeah.
Nexus concert. What was that? Woodstock.
Rough Rider.
yeah, to
Rough Rider
watch
shit?
that shit on the
Rough
fucking
Rider?
big screen.
Yeah,
like,
it's
what's the
like,
point, nigga?
What's the point? I might as well be home. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You in the
But small one-
37,000th row.
That's
in the
the
back.
it was a Rough Riders concert.
5 levels up. Like,
Yeah.
shit's stupid.
Do you guys think concerts will ever go back to being the
Never.
same?
Yes.
No?
Not for a while.
Not for a
long
while.
time. No.
I think it'll go back, but not for a while. I
Can't.
agree.
I mean, if you
How you
look
gonna
at
do a
the,
concert with social? I mean, you could do a social distancing concert.
How long is
it would
social
have,
distancing?
it would have to
gonna
be
last?
outside.
it's gonna be a couple of years, bro. Like, I mean,
To be honest, though, this summer,
Yeah.
like the summer of 2021, I think we could transition to outdoor festivals, though.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think people are too
with the
ignorant.
spike of
He
COVID.
said people are too ignorant.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
mean,
fact.
look at it. Like, all right, cool. There was a big, like a large number of cases or whatever. Shit went down, and now it's
And
like,
now
oh
it's
well,
spiking up,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm about to go do whatever I want to do now. Like, and then shit's going right back
Right
up.
back up, and it's
But it
and
goes
it's not
to-
even winter yet. It's winter right now.
But you
Fall,
also,
winter.
yeah, like imagine like now imagine like summertime. All right, how many people actually have a cold?
yeah,
it's
and you're
very
not
low.
gonna know anymore.
Now you have cold and flu season.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. Now let's say I just get a cold from somebody, but then I do contract the
COVID,
COVID, or
you're not
whatever.
even
I'm
gonna know.
sneezing, this and that, blah blah. You
That's
don't know.
Crazy, yo. New
it's gonna
York is gonna
spike.
be a
I'm gonna go
very
hibernation.
dark. You guys notice how dark it's getting so early?
Like, I mean, you know, it's
Bro, isn't
daylight
that-
savings.
When did daylight savings end?
It come like, you know,
I thought it
the way the
ended-
sun moves around the earth.
but
it
isn't that
gets-
in the winter? I thought that was usually around November, December. Or am I wrong?
It's October.
It comes in October?
You know, it gradually, like throughout the months, it gradually gets lower
darker
and lower
and darker.
Yeah. So
That's
like, let's
crazy.
say
I
it's
feel
getting
like
dark
this
at
year
9.
was super early. I usually feel
It's
like
always
we
around
get
this
to
time. Nah.
Really?
Always.
Wow, this is
Yeah.
gonna be a real dark winter in
gonna
New
be
York
dark
this
around
year. It's
4:30.
gonna be when I say
Yeah,
dark,
it'd be the
worst.
demon
When it
time.
get dark at 3:30,
Yeah.
like, that'd be
But
the-
that's why like seasonal depression comes around. People start getting sick. Like people be in their
Yeah.
house
Yo,
sick.
it's funny. This is mad random, but like, like the freaks come out at night. Like, yo, the nighttime brings out.
Bro, I started bartending, bro. When I tell you the freaks come out at night,
freaks
at 12
come out
o'clock,
at
that's the
night.
weirdest people come out at 12
the
o'clock.
freaks come out
The
at night.
weirdest
Bro,
people come
I
out at
used to
12
do
o'clock.
Uber at nighttime.
Oh,
at
yeah,
like
you
2 in
know.
the morning, bro. The freaks come out
I
at
fully
night.
believe you. The fact you let anybody in your car at that time of night is a testament
is
to your
brave.
trust in these hands.
Now I had one moment though where I almost popped on somebody. It was like this. It was these two Asian dudes, and I'm a calm dude. It takes a lot to really get me there. But this nigga, he was super drunk, and he like kind of. It was two dudes. One of them was cool, drunk, and the other one was just super drunk. And he opened the door, and his friend kind of like fell into my back seat, and then like I didn't like how he did it because he did it so like just like that it was his, and he slammed the door behind him. And I just kind of snapped. I just jumped out the car. I said, yo. I said, yo, my mans. I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, get out. I'm like, I'm not playing, bro. Like, cancel this Uber, bro. Like,
I
get
love
out
when
my
men
car,
are
bro.
super
Like,
drunk because men don't feel like they should ever be super drunk, so they're just sick. Like they're like mad drunk and they're just like, oh my god, like I can't be like this. Like, and I'm just like, nigga, like you're fine. Like you're drunk. That's it. But yeah, sober people should not be around drunk people because when you're sober and you're around drunks, it's kind of like, my nigga, please get out of my face. So we got some exciting news. Tentacion, he just entered the top 20 highest selling artists of all time list for digital sales. I'm not surprised at all, but I'm very, very happy.
X is amazing, bro. Like I thought if you gave that kid some time, man, his music was gonna take a shape. Like it was already so malleable, you know. Like it was so
Different.
It just hit so many different pockets. Like I thought, yeah, it makes sense. X was an amazing.
I
artist.
remember when X was like he had like just got his peak, but this is when he was like doing all the bad shit. Like I think he had just gotten beaten up on stage, or like they came and fought him on stage and shit. And I remember after I was like, yo, this kid's like really hot on the tabloids. Let me take a peek into his life. I started listening to his music and I was like, oh, I get it. This is why his fans love him so much. He is super dope and his albums connect, like really connect.
When I
Like
first heard his album, I didn't expect the first one. I think it was the question mark. I didn't expect that
To
I was
like it so much,
I
right?
was
Me too.
Yeah, I was like, because I just listened to it. I listened to that the same time because I think Uzi dropped around that same time too. I listened to both albums, and I remember just listening to X. Although it was super depressive, like I was just like, yo, this shit is knocking. Though.
It's just the sound.
Yeah, it's the sound.
was just
And it's what this
different.
generation of kids are going through. That's why like the 13, 14, 15-year-olds, they're one of his biggest fan bases. Like because what he's speaking to, like I really feel like even Juice WRLD, Trippie Redd, I feel like a lot of kids in that age group, they feel it, you know? I mean, they really resonate with that music and that sound. Like it's super depressive but beautiful at the same time. Like it's weird. Like it's super weird, but I'm really happy. Rest in peace to XXX. I'm a big fan of his music. I know people are very controversial about the person, but he's gone, guys. So I'm really happy about this. Nicki Minaj just had her baby, her first baby. Yo,
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
not
Congratulations.
yo, I wasn't even gonna
Congratulations.
say it, but then I was like, we talk about good stuff, so
Congratulations,
why
Nicki.
not?
Congratulations.
That's
Congrats.
amazing.
Congratulations.
People have been like coming for Wendy Williams' neck because she said that Nicki Minaj is not a legend yet, and you know her barbs were going in.
Nicki's definitely a legend.
Does Wendy Williams
Let's not do
matter?
That. She might not be up
She's
to where
a
she
she's
was.
a legend, but I
Don't
don't
do
think
that.
she's
Nicki's a legend.
Is there a difference between legend icon? I think she's a legend. She's not an icon.
Yeah, she's not.
Whereas, like, I feel like a Beyonce is an
But
icon. Rihanna's an
yeah.
icon. You
But
know,
it's
I don't think
damn,
Nicki's an
how
icon.
much damn to be an icon is crazy.
But
like,
icon is also energy. It's also
Would you say Erykah Badu's an icon?
hell yeah.
Okay. Would
I
you
think
say
it's
all
growth.
4 of these people are icons?
All four of them.
Absolutely.
Even though
Okay.
he's a crazy nigga, but all four.
Nah, yeah, all 4.
All
I
four.
do believe that they are icons. Okay.
All four,
yeah.
all four. But yeah, there's a big difference. I think she's a legend. She's definitely a legend. Like Nicki Minaj, please, let's not act like I think like that group, Drake, Nicki, Wayne,
YMCMB.
those
Tyga.
Tyga, they're I don't know if Tyga's a legend, but he
Little twist.
Lil Twist. You know why? What kudos I'll give to Tyga though? The fact that he stayed relevant this long. But Tyga gives me like
He fell off
he
for a
was
while.
never gonna let
I like
like
Tyga's
he was
business.
never gonna
I like
not
his
be in the
Yeah.
limelight. You know, like he gives me like he'll still call up a celebrity friend to make sure he's invited to that party. You know what I mean?
He got
like
the hair plug though.
yeah, he got. Oh my god. the
Oh,
hair
so
plug.
let me.
Oh yeah, I
forgot
wanted to let's.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that'll be our last topic.
Speaking of hair,
real quick.
Yo,
so
is that why I thought of it? The hair
probably.
thing?
oh, and by the way, Tory
Probably.
Lanez is not 5'3". He's 5'7".
Yeah,
5'7"
so-
where?
5'7".
That's what he said. He said he's
That's
5'7".
like that's like niggas in the NBA
yeah.
line
So
not just height.
last episode, well, it was me and Brady more, so I'm not gonna throw Alex in this, but we was dragging Tory, and I got like hit up about that, and people was just like, "Yo, bro, the album was actually fire, and he was actually saying something," and so I was like, you know what? That compelled me. I listened to the album. I don't know who to believe anymore, and I'm done talking about it after this. I don't know who to believe anymore. Hopefully, the truth comes out one day.
Yeah.
I mean, a song came on the other day, and I was like, skip.
Nah, I'm definitely not like downloading the music or whatever. I literally
That man
just
really made a whole 17-track album to tell us the same thing in different melodies every
Yeah.
song.
I just wanted to be. I wanted to be like fair. I didn't want to just have one side.
Well,
of the
see,
team.
this is what I always go back to is, I think a lot of times, with you, is being open to the option that maybe you don't know all the stuff. So like,
Exactly.
for instance, like let's just say one thing is just like you have the information that is allowed to be given to you,
Exactly.
and then you make like a definitive like stand
And
with
a
it.
lot of people do that.
Yeah,
and
I think a
don't
lot of
like
people-
that. Even on
yeah.
social media, because like, yo, even if you look at my stories and stuff like that, I never really post about it because I don't know. And even when we only got
Exactly.
Meg's side of the story, I never posted about it. Like, I saw how people were so gung-ho, especially like, you know, black women or women
Yeah.
of, like, they were so gung-ho.
Like,
I'm like,
Tory's
yeah,
blah, blah,
Tory,
blah,
you're
blah.
horrible. I never participated in that because I didn't want, in case something came out where
Right.
it didn't go that way, to be like, I mean, you know, like I
Yeah.
never like to do that, especially when it comes to black people. Had it been a white man, I would be like, yeah, he did it, fuck that nigga.
Nah, I think just in general.
But no, let me
Like-
stop. But yeah, I didn't want to do that, you know,
Yeah.
especially because the story was way too.
It's too broad. Like
it
you
was
don't
too
know.
broad. It was
Yeah.
too crazy, you know, and it just didn't make sense, you know, because of the
Right.
fact that they're two. It's not like it's Meg and someone who's not that big, you know. These are two huge megastars right
Yeah.
now, you know. So that's why I was kind of like, I have to wait, and that's why even when I gave my opinion about it the last episode, I was like,
So you can give your opinion. and
yeah,
wait,
like-
but we don't
on
know.
both sides.
Like,
we
you
don't
gotta be
know.
open to it, because like we were saying before, like you never know. Like,
never
what if there was a
know.
struggle and blah blah blah? Like it could have happened where it was accidental, but she did get shot. But like it comes across as like, yo, Tory shot, blah blah.
It was a whole different thing. And then what everybody's
exactly.
gonna say if they find out that that's the truth is, oh, I don't even care about the situation anymore. I don't even care.
Yeah, my
and
son-
it's like,
Right.
but
Or
you
then-
do
and then
care.
you can have
But
the-
you do care. You
yeah.
was on there going off when you thought Tory did it. Like you.
And then
do
you're gonna have the
care.
super fans like, oh well, I don't care. His thing is canceled
yeah,
anyways.
that's everybody's favorite word.
Meg all day.
Nobody cares.
Like,
Nobody cares. Like it's gonna be like, no, nigga, you cared when you guys were making the memes and laughing and reposting. You
Word.
guys cared. Like cut it out. At the end of the day, I don't believe anything. I think moving forward in my life, I will never come on here with a definitive answer when it comes to celebs. I will always say, I think this, but I do not know.
Yeah.
But I do not know.
They're still
Because
trying
these
to protect
niggas,
each other.
I don't even think they're trying to protect each other. I think they're trying to protect their brands, both of them. Like, I think they're both real. And, you know, when I feel like when you get that big, you just weird shit starts playing up. Like, the devil starts seeping into your shit, you know? It really, like, it's a lot. So, real quick.
quick question:
Mm-hmm.
Was the album fire?
I haven't heard it.
Okay.
He can rap.
Okay, so never mind. The answer is no.
No. Let me explain. Let me
can
explain.
rap.
Let me explain.
Tory's
That's a difficult
he's a good
question for
artist.
me.
Yeah.
When, sonically, and he has some joints on there. I can't deny that. Sonically, he has some joints on there. The connection for me as
Oh yeah,
person
but I
listening,
already know. Like,
you know what I'm
as far as the
saying?
music that you
Yeah,
vibe with,
it wasn't
yeah.
there. It wasn't there at all. But it is.
He really loves that girl, apparently. Really loves
'cause
that
he was
girl.
all about her,
Because he was all about, like, bro, you were the love of my... Like, because he was giving details of their relationship and how close they really were
Right.
and how much of the couple they really were. And he really loves that girl. Like, he's just like, yo, Meg, I know it's your people. It's not you. Like, and I'll still take you back type shit. I was like, oh.
He'll still take her back.
Yeah, and then his I think it was like his musician or one of his, somebody in his band or whatever. Or I don't even know if Tory Lanez has a band, but whatever. I was reading that his sound guy or something like that. Yeah, he was saying how he tweeted out, "Oh, I can't wait to see how the internet reacts when they find out that Tory's innocent." And I was just like, we're gonna
What's
see.
gonna happen?
It's gonna be like the
Niggas
OJ
are gonna
trials.
move.
Yeah, it is gonna be like the OJ. Oh my God, the OJ trials. You remember Brady put in the group chat?
Oh, word,
Yo, the
word,
white
word,
people
word.
was tight at me when I said OJ was a great thing for the black community.
This nigga's rate is crazy.
Brady's a crazy nigga.
kid.
And on that note, we miss you, Brady. Come back, little nigga. Make sure you don't got COVID.
Where's he at? Miami?
Miami, yeah.
Miami.
So
That nigga
he
need
definitely
quarantine.
got COVID.
Quarantine.
Facts, hurry up. I don't know how much longer I can hang with these main table
Yeah.
individuals.
But we loved you, Luz. Actually, we might keep you, Luz.
This nigga said, "Nah, my couch is getting cold, bro."
Hold without me, man.
Yo, I hope you guys like and are rocking with the new setup. We definitely have some
Oh,
new
so
surprises.
before we end,
Mm-hmm.
can we just go over about like who selected who?
Oh, yes. I like that.
Go on.
You want me to go first?
I mean,
Oh my gosh.
I chose Erykah Badu. Two of my favorite artists are Lauryn Hill and Erykah Badu. Erykah ended up being on the wall just because her picture was more fire. But
Facts.
the reason why I chose Erykah is because Erykah embodies everything that I want to grow into. Her grace, her, like, I want to be graceful like Erykah when I'm, like, even now, but especially when I get older and I transcend into a woman. I love how graceful she is. I love how soft-spoken she is. I love how people speak about her. I love the energy that she exudes. And I love everything she's about. I love, like, her spirituality, her tease, her doula, like, everything. I'm just, that's who I want to, that's why I envision myself in my older days. So I really do love Erykah. And her music is iconic. Like, aside from Sade and, like, the other greats, Erykah's voice is angelic. Like, I love her.
Y'all know who I chose.
We know who Trey chose.
Tupac.
Tupac Shakur.
I would not be the artist I am today. I would not be the man I am today because the influence Pac had on me is crazy. Like, you know, he really like. He was like that musical. I always say he was like the musical father figure for me. You know, like he kind of showed me the way to move. And I remember he has a song called "Letter to My Unborn Child." I used to play that shit all the time on the way to the bus and shit like that.
I love that song.
And it's literally like, there's just so much that I got from him, you know, such as in the time that I was listening to Pac and the time that I was really growing up on him. Like, he has the biggest influence on me. You
It's
know?
crazy how you could still listen to a Pac and Biggie record and it still fits the top. Like, it doesn't sound so outdated. You know what I mean?
know
It
what
still
you're saying.
sounds beautiful.
Yeah,
Like, it's
that's
still
great music.
Yeah,
It's
that's
timeless.
It's choice selection of content.
yeah.
Feel me? Like being conscious of what you're saying, how you're saying it, and will this last forever? I think that's
Yeah.
what makes a great artist a great artist. Instead of just like, let me make this because this is what niggas like
And
right now.
I think when you're
like,
an artist who's ready to die, your music reflects that. Like,
Not ready to die.
Not
not
ready to-
ready to
yeah.
die, but prepared for death. Not even prepared,
not
but
even that. I think it's
I know what you're saying, though.
yeah.
it's very hard to say what you're saying.
Yeah,
But I think everybody understands.
Yeah, I
like,
think y'all get it. Like,
Yeah.
It's
it's,
the fear. It's the because it's
You're
the
ready to
fear.
die?
It's,
Not
it's
ready
the
to die.
lack of fear of what you're saying. It's kind, but it's not artists though. I think it comes with.
I think it's
everybody-
everything, yeah.
anything. Like 'cause I
Yeah.
remember Dave Chappelle said it too. He was just like, anything I say on the stage is what the fuck I said. Like, you know, like so it's like the same thing with an artist. Like, this music is here as a representation of everything that
Yeah.
I just said. Like,
But Pac's music, it feels like, even listening to it now, it feels like he knew he didn't have a lot of time here, so he had to get a lot out, and he did that. Like, and he, like, I don't know, because when I listen to his content and I hear it, it's kind of just like, I have to say this and I have to say it now because I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow. You know what I mean? And Biggie's music reflects that too. And Pac is.
That's like Kanye interrupting Taylor Swift saying Beyonce had the greatest thing of all time. Like, he has to say it. Like,
Yeah, he has
me?
to.
Like,
Yeah, he has to say it in that
even
moment
though
because
even
he
though it
doesn't
might
know.
make him look bad,
For real.
he's just like, nah, this is not right.
For
Feel me?
real.
Like, and
Even
I'm
with
not
all
saying
of
that Taylor Swift
Kanye's
didn't have
recent
to,
tweets and everything,
but-
he's just like, I don't know if I'll be here much longer. I always hear
Right.
that undertone with people that like feel like they have to say something right now. It's
Well,
like,
that's because-
I don't know if I'll be here
That's
much
the thing.
longer.
That's the thing. If Kanye, God forbid, his music is
timeless.
Right, I was listening to Jesus
bad-
Walks yesterday to go pick up these the Prince and shit like
Yeah.
that. Boy, that shit was hitting, bro. that
Yeah,
shit was
Jesus
knocking
Walks
in the
is
whip.
like,
Bro.
ooh, he be talking.
Bro.
That's why it's like now, even though he's in this whole Jesus thing and everything, it makes sense. He's been preaching sermons for a minute now. Like
Yeah.
Murder
Kanye.
for Excellence. Oh my God, that record is just ridiculous. Like, you know, and I know Brady. We'll have Brady when he comes back.
He'll talk about Wayne, yeah,
Or
because he loves Wayne.
Off
And
Camera
then-
Jones, I already know. Hove is the greatest of all time.
Greatest
like
of all
the
time.
greatest of all time.
set the
Yeah,
blueprint.
As far as
for
what he does
everybody.
for people like him,
Yes, sir.
putting people on like him, giving people knowledge, opportunity, and everything like that. Like, there's a lot of people within the industry and not even music industry that would not exist without Hove
That's a fact.
being able
Even
to
Drake.
manifest certain things for certain people that deserve what they
That's
deserve.
a fact. That's a fact.
So like,
He's a
I mean,
goat.
if you look at Rock Nation, as far as the sports and all that stuff, it's inclusive. It's like, how can I help everybody within my community, people who look like me, be more than what they are and reach a certain level? And like, feel me, I think like that just serves as a great example for people like us that like we were saying before, it's just like coming together. Like whether it be everybody or humans all together, black, white people, like all that shit, that's one thing. But as far as uniting everybody within like your own circle,
Your community.
I think is the
Yeah.
first step, and which is he's been doing it for a long time, like making sure everybody's solid. If you look at like let's say Meek and all the stuff that he's been doing for him,
Of course. He's making
creating
sure
like
his
certain
dogs are good.
yeah,
he's
creating
making sure the dogs
certain,
are
but
good.
even not even him though, but just creating certain organizations for people who have been incarcerated and stuff like that, trying to help
I love that.
people who don't have opportunities, like
Yeah.
maybe somebody forgot about. Like that shit happens a lot where somebody
The
gets
whole
locked
said,
up and they
when
forget.
I said free the dogs, I free him. That's how Meek got his freedom.
Yeah,
Exactly,
Like he's
feel
not
me?
playing,
So-
bro. I love, and the thing about Hove, even if you like, I was reading the Angie Martinez book. He's been doing this since the '90s, bro. Like,
yeah.
he's been doing this since he decided that this was the path chosen for him, and he was gonna lead it. Like
Yeah.
he's been
And he's still rapping.
and he's still
And he's still
rapping
and
he could
well,
still
and
rap
he's
circles.
still
Yeah,
rapping well.
And he's doing it like to like
And like you said, dropping
That
gems
top level,
while
bro.
doing it. Like he's not only saving those gems for his rich people he has
you know what it
conversations
is.
with. He
You
gives
know
it
what
to
it
the
is.
people.
A lot of time, black people are selfish.
Mm.
And in this case, this is like the utmost
Selflessness.
Yeah, like this
Yeah.
is like to the max. Like
Selflessness.
he's gonna tell you and make sure you heard it too. And if you didn't hear, I'm gonna tell you again. So
You know why?
that goes to like being a great person.
Hov remembers where he came from. He
Yeah.
always remembers where the
Yeah.
fuck he came from. And he knows that where he is now wouldn't have been the way it is if it wasn't from where he came from.
Like imagine somebody like Hov at that time and came and gave him an opportunity like that,
Mm-hmm.
or people in his community. Like you uplift a lot of people. You change people's lives and for
Mm-hmm.
generations and stuff like that. So if he could start it now, I mean, there's other people as well, but like, let's say for him, if he starts it now, like, let me make sure that everybody around me is good. The people from where I'm from is good. It'll like, I'm sure somebody within that group is going to do the same thing for another like set of people. Like, it's like a chain reaction. So
That's a fact.
I mean, shout out to Hope, bro.
Nah,
Like,
shout
that
out
nigga-
shout out to everybody on that
Yeah.
wall. That is black excellence.
And we don't talk.
single-
Hold on. And I know Brady's not here, but just what I got from Wayne. Wayne really like is the person who really said, "Yo, put your pen to the pad and rap better." Like Wayne is a fucking rapper. That nigga is a fucking rapper. He's been
Word.
doing this since he was like 8 years old.
And he's birthed
That nigga
some,
is
the biggest
different.
artists
Look
right
at
now.
him. That man
Yeah.
is different. He
Yeah,
raps
he's
differently. I
His,
remember
his
when
dreads will tell you he's different.
He's a blind.
Yeah, his dreads will tell you he's
much
different.
love to all these
Blondes,
people. on the wall.
blondes have much more fun. The homie said, "Hov, they ain't many of us." I told them less is more, nigga. There's plenty of us.
That's how we going out.
Yo, that's how we going out, baby. Yo, this was a great episode. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys don't know, we have transitioned to the Mike Visions YouTube channel. So please, everybody, tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell your barber, tell your lash esthetician, everything. Yes, please subscribe to the Mike Visions YouTube channel and keep rocking with us. Yo, guys, let us know what you want to see, what you want to hear, and just, subscribe. We love y'all. Thank you so much. And this is episode 7 of Pass
the old.
Oh, holla.
Bye, guys.